Hey, what's going on, everybody on YouTube? Steve here with Raiken Profit over at RaikenProfit.com. Coming to you guys with another live show. And in tonight's live show, we're going to be covering how to make money selling sunglasses on eBay. And to be 100% transparent, there's a few different reasons why we're doing this show. Number one, I just want to engage with you guys. I love doing the live shows because we could interact. We could, chit chat in the comment section. We could learn from one another and, just have some fun. And number two is I'm actually looking to learn about sunglasses myself. I see sunglasses all the time. I've seen them at garage sales. I actually passed up a few of them this month. I see them at thrift stores, but I don't really know much about them. And as you guys know, time is money. And, when you're out in the field, you're moving around, you're running around, you're trying to make deals. And last thing you want to do is really sit there and waste 5 or 10 minutes looking up items. It's so much better in my experience from dealing with electronics to books to clothing to board games to just have that knowledge beforehand. And it really speeds up your research process. So anyways, guys, the main goal of tonight's show is to be able to do some research on sunglasses and get a feel for the best brands that are selling. But before we dive into the show, I just want to make sure that everybody could hear me clearly. So I'm going to dive into the comment section and just shout some people out. And also I want to have you guys let me know if you can hear me okay and if you can see me okay as well. Right now you should be able to see my face, my beautiful face. No, I'm just kidding. You should be able to see my face and you should also be able to hear me fine. So let me know. I'm in the comment section right now and I'm going to shout some people out as well. All right, we got Tom. I'm not even going to try to pronounce your last name because I don't think I'm going to be able to get it correct. But we got Tom in the comment section. We have Sherry. I think I slaughtered that name as well. I apologize, but thank you so much for coming in. We got my buddy Tim Fisk in the house, who I was actually just hanging out with. We went out to Whole Foods today. We were chit-chatting a little bit about merch by Amazon, which is another business I'm looking to get into and a business that he's already in, and he's making shirts and whatnot. We've got Can't Stop Count in the comments saying was literally just looking up sunglasses to flip last night. Good timing. It's good timing, and it's always the right time to learn more, because the more you learn, the more you know, and the better chance you're going to have of being able to find these items out in the field. So Thomas saying sounds good. Blissed Life says loud and clear. Robert Panera is in the house. We got the green room coming in to show some love. Good to see you, Robert. We got UCLA Boss Man in the house. What up, C? And hear you fine. Thank you, thank you. Thrift Coach, you look older and wiser. Cracking some jokes. Yeah, my birthday was yesterday, guys. So I turned 29 years old, had an awesome birthday, hung out with some friends, had some good cooking, went out, got some exercise, went on a bike ride. It was an awesome birthday. So I'm 29 and enjoying my last year before I turn 30 years old. So it looks like we're doing all right, guys. Again, if you're just coming in, we're going to be studying sunglasses that sold on eBay. And, you don't have to only sell them on eBay. There's other platforms you could sell them as well, like Craigslist. Although I'm not sure if that would be the best route for you to go. There's Amazon as well, which I believe you're going to have to sell them brand new. But eBay is probably going to be your primary location, your platform that you're going to sell these sunglasses on. So anyways, we're going to study sunglasses. We're going to figure out the best brands. And also, I want to let you guys know, if you're watching live, at the end of the show, I'm actually going to compile all of the best brands that I came across. So if you're just coming in and you don't have the time, or you're busy, you have a family, you don't have the time to watch this whole probably going to be about an hour live show. I am going to give you guys a free download in the description area below. So after the show, I'm going to give you guys a free PDF download of the best brands to buy and sell in terms of sunglasses. So with that being said, I am going to share my screen with you guys right now, and we're going to dive into the show. So bear with me for one moment, and let's get into it. What's going on, Desmond? Tyler, good to see you. Thrift Coach. Okay, let me share the screen, entire screen, bada bing, bada boom. And you should be able to see my eBay page right now. All right, guys. So here I am right now. I am on ebay.com, and I'm going to explain to you guys what I did so you can understand how I did it so you can do this in the future. But pretty much what I did was I typed in sunglasses and I clicked on men's accessories under sunglasses because I only want to research men's sunglasses right now. Maybe in another video we could study women's glasses, but I really wanted to narrow it down to be super, super specific in my learnings and the content that I teach you guys as well, that we both learn together, because I'm really a rookie, an amateur, a noob, if you want to call it that, when it comes to sunglasses. So we're both on the same level if you don't have any experience. But anyways, went to sunglasses under men's accessories. I'm going to do buy it now because I only want to see items that sold under buy it now. Pre-owned is the condition, so we're only going to see used sunglasses that are men's used sunglasses that sold for $30 or more. Buy it now. The item location is in the United States only, so we're not going to be having to convert currencies and whatnot. And I showed the sold listings only, so this is only going to show the items that have sold that were men's used sunglasses that sold within the US. Buy it now for $30 or more. So if you guys are ready to rock and roll, let's dive into the show. And I just want to make sure that you guys can see the screen all right. So I'm just going to double check the comment section. Looks like we're looking good right here. All right, so let's dive into it, guys. So all right, what do we have here? We've got a pair of Oakley vintage sunglasses. I'm going to dive into this. We all know the brand Oakley. I'm sure you do as well. I've never come across any Oakley sunglasses, but to be honest with you guys, I'm never really looking for sunglasses. So let's see if we could study this and see if we see anything that looks interesting. So the brand right here is Oakley. Oakley is the brand, and the keywords that they're using is half jacket, frame, wrap, sports. This is all brand new to me, so just try to take it in as best as you can. Here are some of the pictures. Looks like the condition isn't amazing. It looks like it's got a few little scratches on it. Looks like it's definitely got some wear. Let's go down and see what it says. New old stock Ray-Ban B&L sunglasses may have dust from storage. So it's saying Ray-Ban, but now it's Oakley. So I'm a little confused with what's going on right here, guys. And there's probably going to be a lot of confusion in terms of this video because I'm brand spanking new to sunglasses. But I'm looking here to see what is going on. I don't see anything very distinct about this pair of sunglasses. So I'm going to keep moving on. So I was actually looking through the sold listings earlier, and it seems like there's a lot of the same brand that is selling. So it looks like there's a few major brands that are taking over. For example, right here we have some pre-owned Ray-Bans. Let's click into this right here, and it looks like this is selling for, looks like it sold for $52. And it looks like it's new. See, I've got it under used, but for some reason, you've got the sticker right there, which is making it look like it's new. So I'm not sure if it's new, old stock, or what it is. Let's take a look at the description area. Item Ray-Ban. The frame is black rubber. So I have noticed that certain glasses are made, the frames are made from different materials. So it looks like this one's made out of rubber, which is good to know. The lenses, polycarb. Condition good, 8 out of 10. So it looks like this is what it looks like is going on right here, because I was a little confused why the lens looked brand new. It looks like the frame, which is the rubber frame, is used, and it looks like they put in some new lenses, which is really interesting right there. So that sold for $52. I'm going to write that brand down right now because I already know that that's a very, very popular brand. So let's click out of that and continue to go down the list. And guys, really what we're doing right now is we're getting accustomed to these brands. And, you know, we might not be learning a ton initially. You know, you might say to yourself, well, Oakley, wow, big deal. Like that's Oakley or Ray-Ban. Like what am I really learning? You're just getting, you're getting these brands. You're trying to absorb these brands as much as possible, and over time, the more you see these items, you're gonna create these distinctions. You're gonna notice certain things, and it's gonna happen. You're gonna see over time. We're gonna definitely see some things that are gonna keep clicking. For example, here's another pair of Ray-Bans, and let's see if we notice anything about this one. I do know that certain lenses are polarized and others are not polarized. I'm not 100% sure how you can tell. If any of you guys know, definitely leave a comment in the comment section below. But it doesn't look like this has a rubber frame. Let's see if we can figure out what this frame is actually made out of. So it says authentic men's Ray-Ban Club Master, made in Italy. Okay, so it's not saying anything about the actual frame, which I was interested in. But it looks like the lens is G15. So I'm not exactly sure what that means. I'm going to write that down on a paper to see if I could, see a pattern that occurs. But it says polarized green classic G15. So after this show, I'm going to look up to see what this G15 actually means. But let's keep moving along to see what else we can see that has sold. Looks like we've got a pair of, I'm not sure if this is the brand, but it says Preacher Black gray lenses. Let's open that up to see what's going on. I don't know if Preacher is the brand. Take a look at the picture. So it looks like that's maybe the logo right there. Let's go down into the description. Preacher Black with gray lenses, wraparound sunglasses made in Italy, EX for excellent condition. Looks like the frame is metal and plastic. And if I had to guess, I'm just going to take a wild guess. I'm going to guess that these higher end brands like Oakley, Ray-Ban, well, I don't know if they're higher end brands, but I'm assuming they are. But I'm going to take a wild guess that the frames that are made out of metal are going to be worth more than the rubber. That's just a guess. We're going to see over time if this stands true. But it looks like this is the brand Preacher, which sold for $35. And I'm getting curious now. So what I want to do is I want to go to eBay, and I'm going to type in Preacher sunglasses, and I want to see if these are selling for good money, because that pair sold for, well, it looks like it took a best offer. I'm not sure what it sold for, but let's go into used Preacher to see. So here's one that went for $7.99. Here's one that went for $29.79, and here's one that went for $20. So I'm not super convinced that these things are worth a good amount of money, so I'm not going to put this on my list. Again, guys, we're just really trying to become familiar with these brands if you're brand spanking new, and it's going to take some time. It's definitely going to take some time. I remember when I first got started selling clothing on eBay, I didn't know anything. I remember there was one point I'd walk into a thrift store and I would look for two brands. I'd look for the brand Pendleton, and I looked for the brand the Territory Ahead, and I didn't know anything else, right? And I would just go looking for that. And I think the same thing's going to happen when you guys get started selling sunglasses and buying sunglasses to sell on eBay. And I know I'm probably going to go through the same thing. We might just be looking for a few brands. Maybe we'll be trying to look for Oakley, and maybe we'll be looking for Ray-Ban. But if we continue to educate ourselves, we are going to learn more and more. Just going to take some time. Now, this looks interesting, and don't make fun of me if I pronounce some of these brands incorrectly. As you guys know, I'm horrible at pronouncing names. Maui Jim. Let's open this up, because this is definitely looking interesting right here. And I'm going to write this brand down because it sold for $125, which is pretty cool. Let's take a look at this. Maui Jim 20210. I'm not sure what that means. Burgundy turquoise HCL bronze polarized sunglasses. So that looks very interesting right there. The description says, listed here is a pair pre-owned Maui Jim 20210, which I don't know what it means, polarized sunglasses. The model info has worn on the inside of the arms, but these are model as described above. The frames are in very good condition, having minor surface types of marks. All right, this guy's not making a ton of sense with the description. The lenses are both in very good condition, having some small marks, scratches, which can be seen when inspecting, but do not affect your vision when wearing. That's good to know, because I wouldn't think that you'd be able to sell an item with some scratches on it, but I guess if it's not affecting the actual the visuals when someone puts it on, I guess it's okay to sell. Please remember that these are pre-owned, so they are not perfect. Okay, so I'm just looking through the description to see if there's anything I could learn about this brand. And if you take a look right here, it says people were also interested in, and you see that this brand right here, this Maui Jim brand, I see one going for 176, 129, 138, 169. So this is definitely looking very interesting, and it's getting me excited. I'm getting a little bit excited, guys. So I'm going to type this brand in, and I'm going to click under men's accessories. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the pre-owned section, because most of the time I'm going to be sourcing from garage sales and thrift stores to find these types of items. So I'm guessing they're going to probably be used. I'm going to type in buy it now, because that's just my preference in terms of how to sell them. going to type sold or click sold listings, and let's take a look to see what these other models are selling for. So here's the one that we saw going for 125. This one's going for 58, 150, 158. And again, guys, we're not going to be diving super deep into the specifics. We're really just trying to get familiar with the brands right now. And, once you find the brands, which again, if you're just coming in right now, I'm going to give you guys a free downloadable PDF of all the brands I come across throughout the duration of this live show. So you could download that after the show. Just come back tomorrow, probably in a day or so. I'll have that ready for you guys. And when you find the brands that are looking interesting, which we're studying, then you dive more into them and kind of learn about the specifics, what to look out for and whatnot. But it looks like this brand is selling. I haven't seen one sell for less than 40 bucks. So this is definitely going to go on the list. And with that being said, I'm going to jump back into the comment section to see what is going on. So I'm going to stop screen sharing and put the camera back on myself, and I'm going to jump into the comments section to see what you folks are saying about these sunglasses. Also, we're 18 minutes into the broadcast, so if you guys are enjoying this research video, which again, guys, if you're brand new to sunglasses, we're on the same page because I'm definitely a rookie when it comes to sunglasses. If you're enjoying the show, hit the like button. We have 48 people watching live, 49 people watching live. So, if you're enjoying these types of videos, these educational free videos, hit the like button. It really, gives me a boost of confidence and lets me know that, these videos are helping people, and that's really important to me. So hit the like button, guys. Show some love. Also, if you are watching this live right now, and it's 10:18 Eastern time, if you're watching it live, there is a comment section which is readily available for you guys. So if you are on a desktop, on the right-hand side of the screen, we've got a live chat, and there's a lot of people in there right now. So feel free to say hello. Let me know where you are from in the country, and let me know how your Memorial Day is going. For all the military folks out there, want to thank you for all your services, and hopefully you guys are all having a fantastic Memorial Day. So I'm going to jump in the comments section to see what's going on. We got Cody Orgel from Australia in the house. Tom is saying G15 absorbs 85% of visible light. Green is better clarity. So, hey, Tom, thanks for that information right there. G15 absorbs 85% of visible light, and green is better clarity. So that's really cool to know right there. I love this username. This guy's name is what? Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. I like it. It's original. It is original. I give you some bonus points for that. We got OJC321 in the house. Thanks for watching live. Definitely appreciate it. Bliss Life is from Phoenix. I was in Phoenix a couple months ago. I actually held a meetup out there. So I'm not sure if you were at that meetup. We went to a Mexican restaurant, but that was a lot of fun, and it's beautiful out there. All the mountains. It's incredible, guys. I'm from Connecticut, and it was going to the West Coast was an amazing experience. Smoky Blizzard says, I'm from Nebraska. Awesome. I appreciate it. So thanks, guys, for hitting that like button. Definitely appreciate it. Let's dive back into the show and continue to study these sunglasses. So I'm going to go back to sharing my screen. All right. You should be able to see my screen. So I'm going to X out of the Maui Jim sunglasses, which look phenomenal. Looks like a really, really high-end brand. So really cool. And look at this, guys. Here's another bolo. The Maui Jim, a baseball cap, actually sold for $19.95. So, ingrain that into your memory banks. It looks like there's some money in a lot of different Maui Jim items. So definitely interesting to know. Let's keep going on our adventure. So here's something, I'm going to pass up on that. I want to pass on that. I want to find something very interesting. This looks interesting. Looks like the brand is called Arnett Munson. So I'm going to click into that. I'm going to open that up in another tab. And it looks like this brand right here, Arnett Munson, which I'm going to write down for our downloadable brand list after the show. Arnett Munson. Looks like this item right here sold for $62.99. Let's go into the description to see if we see anything interesting. And it looks like this is the same seller from those Maui Jim sunglasses, because I noticed the description template. Listed here is a pair of pre-owned Arnett Munson 4164 2048 81 polarized sunglasses. Again, I don't know what any of that means. If you guys know what all these numbers mean, let me know. Is this the model number? Is this a specific type of lens that lets in a certain amount of light or doesn't? I'm not sure. The frame is in very good condition, having minor marks. The lenses are both in good condition and having small marks and scratches, which can be seen. Okay. What else can we learn about this item? It looks like the lens is polarized. And I'm starting to see a common trait that the polarized lenses seem to be going for a little more money. And I know when I go to a gas station to pick up some sunglasses real quick, because yes, guys, I buy sunglasses from the gas station because I am clumsy, guys. I lose things so easily. I can't tell you how many sunglasses I've broken. And if I get a pair of Ray-Bans or Oakleys, I'm going to have to step up my game because I just break things so easily. But I know the polarized glasses tend to go for more money. So let's take a look at this brand, Arnett Munson. Let's dive a little deeper into it to see what is going on with this pair of sunglasses. So what I'm going to do is do what I normally do, go to US only. I'm going to go to sold listings and let's check out what is going on. So here's a pair of replacement lenses, which are going for $29.98 new. I want to get to the used section. I don't want to look at new. Here's one that took a best offer of under $39.99, 36. This one looks like it's the frame only, which went for somewhere around $20, 25, 44. That one didn't do too well, but that was an auction, 44. So this is definitely a brand that looks like it's selling anywhere between 20 to 40, 50, 20 to 40 to $50. So it's definitely going to go on the list. One recommendation I would have for you guys, and this is something I'm going to do, now that you know these brands, before you buy them, at least now you notice the brand, you know the brand, and if you see it, you can do some more research. But definitely, if you're brand new, try to find a similar one that has sold on eBay. If say tomorrow you go out to a thrift store or wherever, and you come across, a pair of Arnett Munson, try to find one that is sold on eBay that's similar, because it's just going to give you a better idea of what it's going to sell for. So that was another interesting brand. Let's go back into the sold listings to see what else has sold. Check this out right here. I'm not going to dive into it, but 1970s vintage B&L Ray-Ban changeable sunglasses. I mean, check that out. $314.99. So I'm actually going to write that on the list as another one. I'm going to say vintage Ray-Bans, because I tell you, that looks vintage. Actually, let's click on this, guys, because that sold for $300. This is the type of thing that can pay off a car payment, right? You got yourself a little Hyundai Sonata or a little Toyota Camry. I mean, that might just pay off your car loan for the month. So let's dive into that to see what is going on. Excellent condition, super crystal clear, crisp, shiny gray tone. Interesting. Very, very interesting right there. Let's take a look at this, guys. I want to know right now in the comment section, if you were at a garage sale and this was for sale for $10, would you look twice? And don't just say yes because we're watching this show and you know what it's sold for, but would you really look into this? Honestly, before this live broadcast, I don't know if I would have. If it was, let's make things interesting and say this was $30 at a garage sale or at a thrift store. Would you, before this broadcast, would you have taken the time to actually look it up on eBay? I don't know if I would have. I'm being 100% honest with you guys. I don't know if I would have taken the time prior to this broadcast to look it up, but now I will. Now I know for the future, and now you do as well. If you find anything that looks vintage and it's Ray-Ban, there's a good chance it may be worth some money just based on this sold listing. I'm obviously going to have to dive into the sold listing some more, which I'm going to do right now because now I'm intrigued. Now I'm definitely curious. Let's take a look at the pictures a little more to get a little more accustomed to this. I mean, if that ain't vintage, I don't know what is. It even comes with the case, which is really cool. Let's see what they have to say about it. Check this out. Frame material, 24K gold-plated metal alloy. Unisex, photochromatic self-darkening glass lens. You are bidding on a gently used, stunning looking pair of 62 millimeter large lens, early 70s vintage B&L Ray-Bans. If anybody knows, what does this B&L mean? What does that mean, B&L? I'm curious. I've seen that a few times already, so let me know. But let's do something interesting. Let's type in vintage Ray-Ban sunglasses, and I just want to see what is coming up. Let's go into the 70s because that was a 70s pair of sunglasses. Let's go to the 70s. Let's type used. It doesn't look like there's much coming up, but let's just type in sold to see. I mean, check this out, guys. Get accustomed with these. I mean, I don't see any going for any crazy profits like the other one, but look at this, 43, 62, 149. This is a very interesting pair of sunglasses right here. Looks like this is GBP. What is that? I don't know. It's a different currency. But you could even see the guy's reflection. What is he taking a picture with? It looks like he's got a Nikon DSLR camera right there. But anyways, guys, just be on the lookout for those vintage Ray-Bans, and I'm going to dive into the comments section because I want to see what folks are saying. My buddy Tim is saying, is there a Ray-Ban logo on those glasses? I don't know if there was a Ray-Ban logo. Let me open that up again to double check to see if there was a logo on those Ray-Bans, because obviously the case says Ray-Bans. But is there a logo, or is there, is it inscribed on the glasses? I'm not sure. I don't see anything yet. I don't see anything. If you see anything, let me know. Tim, I don't know. Maybe. Let me see. There might be something. I don't know if I don't know. I don't know. I don't see anything inscribed in it. So maybe not. So that might be tough. Maybe the dead giveaway is going to be the case. But let's dive back into the comments section real quick. So I was asking, what does B&L mean? And somebody wrote out, and I don't know how to pronounce this. Bouch Lab. I know I'm gonna have to go into Google Voice later to figure out how to pronounce that one. But if you guys are reading it, B&L stands for BAUCHLAUM. So yeah. Tim saying, I'm not sure how to tell those are Ray-Bans from another brand. Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. Maybe there's a dead giveaway somewhere on those glasses. I'm not sure. Tom is saying on glasses, example 5516, 14055 equals eye size. 16 equals bridge size. 140 equals temple size. Most numbers are sizes and model numbers. Looks like Tom is definitely a knowledgeable guy when it comes to sunglasses. So I'm definitely learning a lot. If you guys are learning a lot from Tom and others out there in the comments, because I certainly am, make sure to hit that like button and show some love. Jacob Morin is saying brand is Arnett, model is Munson. Okay, so I'm going to write that down. So it looks like Arnett is the brand, and I guess Munson is the model. So that's good to know, guys. Like I said, I'm just as new to this as you might be, and it's definitely going to be a learning experience. Bliss Life says looks like a good seller to follow. He was talking about those brands that we were coming across, Maui Jim and Arnett. Amy Barrett, what's going on, Amy? Good to see you. Said bought a guess. I don't know if guess is, if you meant to say guess twice, but bought a guess sunglasses in a yard sale last year, sold to someone in Australia. Amy, let us know how much you paid for those sunglasses, and also let us know what you sold them for. Would definitely be interested to know. I'm just scrolling up to the comments. Diane Huffman, good to see you, Diane. Seattle, but spent most of my life in Santa Barbara County. I was in Santa Barbara. Beautiful, beautiful. Cherie, I'm gonna call you Cherie because I can't pronounce your name, but it's a beautiful name. Originally from New York, currently living in North Carolina. Cool. I was just on the phone with a buddy from North Carolina. He was in the Greensboro area. So definitely let us know where in North Carolina you're from. I didn't have a ton of success when I was out there sourcing in North Carolina because I primarily sell on Amazon. I do eBay part-time, and when I was in North Carolina, I wasn't even selling on eBay. I didn't really like the thrift stores out there in North Carolina, to be honest with you, but it's a great opportunity for clothing out there. Definitely. So I'm going to refresh the chat to see how many people we have live. It looks like we have 59 people watching live. So I definitely want to thank all of you for hanging out with me at 10:30 at night right now to learn about sunglasses. These are the little things in life that actually are going to play a big role in our lives in terms of our finances and income, because you're spending time right now to watch this video, right, and hear me chit chat about sunglasses, and you might be thinking to yourself, is there really any value in it? What's the point? What's this really going to mean for me? Well, tell you guys, all it takes is learning one thing, one brand, one model, one specific thing. Maybe it was the Ray-Ban example, the vintage Ray-Bans. Maybe you see it at a store, a thrift store or a garage sale, and you pick that up for 10, 20 bucks and sell it for $200 to $300. I mean, this research can equate to you making a really good profit, or you walking away from the thrift store not making any money, and you wouldn't even have known. So don't underestimate the value in education. Got a nice cup of green tea right now. All right, guys, let's get back to the show and keep learning about some more sunglasses. So see more of the brand Maui Jim, which now I know about. Here's another pair. Maui Jim, looks like these are popular. Oakley, we've already covered that. Prada, I'm gonna write that down, but I'm gonna write a note and say, be aware. I've got a piece of paper that I'm writing all these down on for after the show for that free download in the description. Be aware of counterfeits. Anytime I mess with brands like, let's throw out some brands like Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Coach, Prada, you're at a high risk for buying something that's counterfeit. True Religion, that's another one. Even some Ralph Lauren, Lacoste, certain brands, but especially like Prada, Coach. I'm sure even Ray-Bans, right? For you folks out there who know about sunglasses, let us know what are some more commonly counterfeited brands. But I'm always a little wary of buying brands like Prada, even with clothing or Coach, because you know what? I'm just not an expert when it comes to authenticating these items. So I'd say be careful with all of these items. Take every item with a grain of salt until you really learn what to look for. Like for example, with Ralph Lauren shirts or Coach purses, the evidence is in the detail. What do I mean by that? Well, with a Coach purse, it's the littlest things that'll let you know that it's real or fake, like the stitching. Like the stitching on Coach, if it's off a little bit or it looks funky, or the little what is it, the horse on the Ralph Lauren polo shirt, if it looks messed up or slanted or it just doesn't look right, the evidence is in the details. That's pretty much the dead giveaway that it's probably fake. And I'm sure the same thing is going to be true for sunglasses. But I just want to throw that out there. Okay, let's take a look. So it looks like this brand is, and again, if it's not the brand or the model, I apologize. I'm learning alongside with you guys. Revo. Let's open this up. Revo. I'm gonna say it's called Revo. Revo ground speed polarized sunglasses. At least that's what I'm gonna call it. There were 6 bids and it sold for $75. Worn twice, no scuffs or scratches on the frame or lens that I can see. If you purchase them and aren't satisfied, please send them back for a full refund. Looks like we've got quite the gentleman or the lady selling these saying, hey, if you don't like them, if there's any issues, send them back. So that's definitely some really good customer service right there. I guess we could all take a line from this seller, but it looks like it sold for $75. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this. I'm going to throw it into the eBay search bar. Okay, we're going to go under, let's go used. And let's go sold to see if this was just a fluke or if this brand is actually selling well. And the brand is spelled out R-E-V-O. How's it pronounced? I don't have a clue, but do what you do. All right, let's go to sold listings. Okay, and it looks like here's that brand that sold for 75. We've got another one that sold for 74, 89, 41, 40, 1999. Yeah, so I mean, again, guys, we're gonna have to dive in deeper and look at the specific models, the sizes, the lenses, the materials. Just like clothing, I'm sure there's a million different factors to look out for. But again, guys, looks like this is a brand that can definitely bring you in some good money. So, hopefully you're memorizing these, and you might have to watch this video again, or or just do some research on your own. But hopefully you're starting to learn some of the brands that are selling on eBay that you can look out for. Next time you go to the thrift store, go to the little sunglass rack or go to the glass case that they typically have at Goodwill and Savers and just see what they have. And look for Oakley, Ray-Ban, Maui Jim, Arnett, Ray-Ban, vintage Ray-Bans, which I don't know if they'd be there, but maybe you might even find some vintage Ray-Bans at like a flea market, right? Pradas, which again, be aware of counterfeits, and Revo, which is what I'm going to be calling it. But hopefully you're starting to get acquainted with some of these brands right here, guys. This is what it's all about. Let's X out of that and continue looking for new brands. Looks like we got a pair of Adidas that somebody took a best offer on us for less than 45. Here's some more Pradas, some more Oakleys. Check this out. Oakley Sport Live Strong Jawbone Polish Black with black. That's really cool. Those are a nice pair of glasses, $75. Here we go again, a pair of Louis Vuitton, which I'm not even going to put on the list because I feel like if you see a pair of Louis Vuittons or even Prada, you should already know that that's high end and you're going to want to look into that. So I'm not going to waste your time diving into that. Let's continue to scroll down the page. Okay. So here's something that I don't recognize. Not a very enticing, not a very enticing title at all. Purcell 2919. Is that the brand? It looks like that is the brand. Purcell, made in Italy. Seems like a lot of high-end stuff comes out of Italy with clothing, with shoes, with sunglasses. Looks like Italy is the place to be. So maybe I wore them once. So this guy doesn't even know if he wore them once. He may have been under the influence when he was creating this listing. Maybe I wore them once. Really nice, just not good on my face. Oh man, this guy's a character. When I see things like that, I can't help it but go into his items for sale to look to see what else he's saying on his listing, or she is saying. Wow, this person has a lot of interesting things. I have to look to see what else they're saying. Good conditions, see pictures for imperfections. Worn a few times, or maybe I wore a few times. I don't know if they know or not. But anyways, guys, I'm going off on a tangent. Purcell 2919S. Looks like it's sold for $55. Used Purcell sunglasses. I think the size is 2457. Otherwise, the other numbers on the frames are 54D17, 135, 3P. So, I think there's going to be a learning curve, guys, here, because I'm not sure how to tell what size they are. Maybe it's on the frame. Here, let's take a look right here what it says. 2919S, 2457. So it looks like the size is on the actual frame, which again, for me, I'm still a little confused. I think it's going to take some time to learn. But let's take this brand. And I'm assuming it's a men's brand, but maybe it's a women's brand as well. Whoa, let's try that one more time. Okay, I have to copy that. Okay, let's copy the brand, and I'm going to put that back into the eBay sold listings because I want to just get acquainted to see what other items in this brand are selling. So I'm going to go to used, like I always do. I'm going to go to sold. And let's take a look to see what's going on here. 56, 105, 120, 80, 55, 36, 67. So it looks like we've got ourselves another winner right here for another brand that is doing well. And again, guys, I do want to say, I want to be 100% transparent, as you guys know. Take everything with a grain of salt that we're learning here, right? Because, I don't sell sunglasses. I'm learning, and I'm saying this over and over again. It might be, a broken record, but I'm saying this because I know people, they might take every word I say to heart and just go out and buy it. But what I want to say is we're learning together, guys. Make sure to do your research. Make sure to spend your time inspecting it. Look into the sold listings. Try to buy cheap if you're brand spanking new to buying sunglasses. I know I'm going to do the same. I'm not going to go out and spend 30, 40 bucks on a pair of sunglasses that I think is going to sell for 80 or 90 or 100 bucks. Because with any new venture, any new product that you invest in, you're going to make mistakes. You're going to realize, oh, I shouldn't have done that, or I didn't inspect the lenses, or, there were scratches, or, this is an unpopular size, just like clothing, right? There's, Ralph Lauren, right? I could say, oh, buy every Ralph Lauren, but that's not the case because there's going to be certain, styles and models and sizes and colors and materials and embroideries that make it more or less profitable. And I can only imagine the same is going to stand true for sunglasses. So again, I apologize if I sound like a broken record, but I just want to let you guys know that this is just phase one. This is phase one in the research process for myself. I'm not going to go out and buy $1 million worth of sunglasses from a wholesaler, or go out and buy a whole entire auction lot, which again, maybe it'll be a great way to learn, but I'm a little more cautious. But anyways, looks like this is definitely a brand that could bring in some money. And as you can see, look, this one went for $24.50. This one went for $20. This one went for, I think, 80 or 200. I can't really tell. Look, this went for $7. That's not even, it's a freaking ticket. I don't even know why that's in this listing. But it's all over the place. So really, hopefully I'm coming off in a positive way, but I just want you guys to do your research. I don't want you to get burnt. It takes time. It takes time to figure out what works and what doesn't. Let's see what's going on in the comment section to see what is going on with the people watching. Talking to you. I appreciate you watching live. Okay. So Timothy is Tim is saying, like Raiken always says, consistency is key. Just keep up with it and it will grow. eBay is definitely a job. FBA is much better. I think some people would argue with you, Tim, and say that eBay is better. I guess it just, it depends. Some people like that personal connection with eBay, and they like taking pictures and having everything at home with them. And I'm talking about having your inventory with you. Others are a little more hands off and don't mind putting trust into Amazon's hands. But let's continue to take a look to see what is going on. Looks like we have a lot of conversations going on in the comment section regarding Amazon FBA. Someone's asking about Amazon FBA. What's fulfillment by Amazon? Definitely check out the video I made today on my channel, which is titled, What is Amazon FBA? Fulfillment by Amazon Explained. So definitely check that out. Let's see. So Amy's saying the Guess sunglasses has the name engraved on the frame. Okay, so it seems like there's a lot of inner conversations going on. So I'm going to get back to what I'm doing, and I'm going to continue to research brands. So here are some Supreme sunglasses, which Supreme is a super high-end brand right there. I don't know if you're going to ever have any luck finding that brand, but definitely consider that brand. I'm going to take that brand. I'm going to throw it into the sold listings as well, just to show you guys firsthand what is going on with this brand. If you find the brand Supreme, whether it's a t-shirt or a sweatshirt or sunglasses or a hat, you want to pick this brand up all day. I mean, take a look, guys. 281, 219, 205, 240, 295. I mean, this is a super high-end brand. I'm going to put this down for you guys. It's probably going to be a little more harder to find than maybe Oakley or Ray-Ban or Arnett or Revo, if that's how you pronounce it. But you never know, guys. I've found some pretty crazy things before. I've rolled up to garage sales and found a whole box of Mario and Zelda games. So if you could do that, find a box of Mario games from Super Nintendo or N64 or Pokemon Game Boy games. I mean, people don't know. Sometimes people don't know. You never know. Everyone's got a different story. Maybe it was their kids and they're just getting rid of it. The kid went to college. They didn't know he spent $300 on a pair of glasses or $120 on a hat. So don't think to yourself, all because it's super high end, that everybody's going to know it. Everybody has a different story. So it's definitely a beneficial thing to learn about all different types, higher end, lower end brands, because it just takes one time to get lucky, and bada bing, bada boom, and the profits are coming soon. Okay, let's X out of that and continue our search. I'm gonna take a drink of my green tea. I love green tea. Let me know, for the folks watching live right now, are you a tea drinker? If you drink tea, give me a tea that I should try. I know there's some really good teas out there from Nepal, some nice white teas, which I've been interested in getting into. I like ginger tea. That's really good. Really, Porsche Design P1002C Silver. Interesting right there. Here's a brand that I've never heard of, Serengeti. Let's open this up in another tab to see what this is all about right here. Serengeti GG6777 glasses. Looks like this sold for $36 and $378. Let's play out a scenario, guys. Let's say you walk into a thrift store and you find this pair for $3, which I think is pretty common. You find it for $3, you ship it off for another $3 or $4, you're down to $33. eBay takes their fees of, on a $36 sale, let's just say they take $5. So now you're down to $28, and that's your profit if you charge for shipping. So would you guys be interested in turning $3 into $28 profit? I mean, I would. I mean, it's easy to ship, it's light, it's easy to store if you sell it on eBay. If you pack it properly, aka double box it, bubble wrap it, stretch wrap it. I mean, it's going to get there safe. So I would definitely be interested. So I mean, $36 isn't a bad price point. Serengeti GG6777 sunglasses, chrome frame. Let's take a look at that chrome frame. Oh, that looks clean. I like that a lot. So it has a chrome frame. They're rating it at 8.5 out of 10 in condition wise, and includes sunglasses, doesn't include the box, and a new generic soft case. So that's really cool. That might be a way to differentiate your listing, is to maybe buy a little, if say you sell sunglasses all the time, maybe buy a lot of, generic sunglass soft cases to put it in just to make it look a little nicer. 100% authentic guaranteed. Right there is letting me know that you're going to want to be cautious of this brand, because why would they say 100% authentic? Are they trying to say that some aren't authentic? Maybe. So that's one thing that I always worry about, is authenticating items. So here, I'm going to give you guys some tips for authenticating items. If you don't know how to authenticate it, look up on Google how to authenticate, fill in the blank, Serengeti sunglasses, Prada sunglasses, do a Google search. Another thing you can do is take some pictures and go into one of the Facebook groups, whether it's, if you're a green room member, and if you are a green room member, say hello in the comments section. I want to know if you guys are in the feed. Definitely love the support. But go into a Facebook group, whether it's a paid, free, whatever community you're a part of, post some pictures and see what others have to say about it, because I'm sure there's some signs that they'll be able to notice if it's real or fake. But let's dive a little more into this brand. Let's copy that. Okay, and we're going to type that in. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Okay, sunglasses, we're going to go used. And I just want to get a feel for the price point. That's all I'm trying to do right now. Okay, so there's that pair that sold for 36. That's just the case. 42, 58, 59, 49. A bunch of best offers coming in, somewhere between 30 and 50. See, this was only $16.98, but it was an auction. I never really take auctions serious unless it's like a super popular item. So again, looks like this brand is doing pretty well. So I am going to take this and put it on our list, Serengeti. So far we've learned about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 brands. So I think that's pretty good for a start, guys. I don't want to overwhelm you with too many different brands, because I don't know about you guys, but if I start learning about 20, 30, 40 brands at one time, it like almost makes it's almost like information overload. So I think we're going to stop at 10 brands. I've been chit chatting with you guys for about 49 minutes. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to cut off the research phase right now. And again, guys, if you are watching live, or you're just jumping in, or maybe you want to have this list on file, check back. If you're watching live, check back tomorrow. Give me 24 hours. And I'm going to compile this list and give you guys some more information on these brands as well in a free downloadable PDF download. So be sure to check out that tomorrow. But let me, what I'm going to do is I am going to stop sharing and put the camera back on me. And I'm going to open up the floor for some questions. So we've got 64 people watching live. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you all hanging out with me for an hour. So what I'm going to do now is go into the comment section and shout some people out and answer some questions. So if you guys have any questions, again, about this sunglasses live show, or maybe you have some questions about eBay or Amazon or e-commerce or photography, just drop a line. losing my voice a little bit. Let's see what is going on. So Tim's saying you got 59 for a brand new Moen faucet I bought from a garage sale for $3. Tim, were we together when are you talking about that faucet? I don't know if that was a faucet, but I remember you picked up something the other day. Let me refresh the comment section real quick. Again, if you guys are watching live, be sure to hit the like button, guys. Hit that like button. Show some love. We're at 42 likes right now. Let's get up to 60 likes, guys. That's the goal. I want to get up to 60 likes. Jason is saying, Jason Kincad is saying, Steve, thank you very, very much for everything. You have helped me greatly. Hey, that's what I'm here for, Jason. And, I always say this, but if it wasn't for folks like you, making YouTube videos and answering questions in the comments, I mean, I probably would still be working at the Cracker Barrel. So, definitely appreciate you guys for sure. Philip Murray is asking, Steve, what camera are you using for listings now? For eBay, I'm actually using a few different ones, but the main one I'm using right now is a Canon PowerShot ELPH 350. So I actually popped on that from a thrift store. I think I paid $60 or $80. It's probably worth about $150, but I love the Canon PowerShot ELPH models of the point and shoot cameras. Awesome for eBay. They're small. They're also really good for shooting videos for YouTube, vlogging. Just very small, compact, and just great cameras. Just don't drop them. I've dropped plenty of them, and they'll never come back to life. What is your setup for taking pictures on eBay? Do you use a professional camera? Like I said before, I pretty much use the Canon ELPH PowerShot. I used to have a 300. I use a 350, and I also used to use the I think the 110 and the 130 version. I also used to use for clothing, we used to use a DSLR camera, a Canon Rebel T3i, which is a little bigger and bulkier. And if you drop that, you're going to be out $400 or $500. But that one's definitely, a step up, the DSLR cameras. Here's one that I don't use this one for eBay, but this is a Canon 70D. Popped on this from a pawn shop for, what was it, 500 or 600 or 700, I forgot. But this is a really good camera, but I use this mostly for shooting YouTube videos. All right, let's see what else we got going on in the comments section. Smoky Blizzard is saying, I just take pics with my cell phone. I need a better camera. I mean, if you've got an iPhone or a Note 4 or, a Samsung Galaxy, I mean, it should do the job. The key is the lighting. You're going to want to make sure that you have really good lighting. So I'm going to show you guys what I'm using for lighting right now. If you take a look, I've got some here. I got a whole setup in front of me right here. These are the type of lights that I use, the little umbrella lights right here. And I point them at a 90-degree angle, and you could use a tripod. I've got a tripod right here. This is my whole setup. But if you get some lighting, some really good lighting, you could take even the most basic cell phone camera and make really good, take really good pictures and create a good listing. But the key is going to be the lighting. You need good lighting. You can have a Canon 70D, right? You can have a $1,500 camera, but if you have crappy lighting, the picture is going to look horrible. If you've got, a really ugly background, right, with couches and dogs running around in the background and freaking your undergarments on the ground, I mean, the listing's going to look crappy. So, get a backdrop or shoot against a really nice, clean, white wall with your two umbrella lights coming at a 90-degree angle, and get a decent camera, and make sure that you mess around with the settings, the lighting and the contrast, and you should be good to go. Brother, darn it all. I love that name. Awesome. Thanks for the information. Thanks for hanging out, brother. Appreciate it. Dominic says, I take pictures on my phone too. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, and if you list your items through the mobile device, it could even be quicker instead of using a point and shoot camera or a DSLR camera, because when you use a DSLR or a point and shoot, you're going to have to take the SD card out, and then you have to put it in your computer and upload it, and it's just another step. So does FBA charge you shipping when they sell one of your items? No, they don't. That's the cool thing. The only shipping you're going to pay is Well, I'm sure they charge the customer shipping, but they're not going to charge you. The only shipping you're going to be responsible for is when you ship it out initially to the warehouses. And my average product's like 30 to 50 cents to ship out each, unless it's an oversized item. Okay. Steve, it's Serengeti, not Jet. Okay. So that brand I was talking about is Serengeti, not Serengeti. That's funny. I'm just looking through the comments to see if there's any more coming through. Let me refresh it. Yeah, but I definitely appreciate you guys watching live. We got 71 people in the house. Definitely a good time, good times. I do my eBay with mobile and doing okay with it, but maybe time to step up my game soon. You know, you're definitely going to step up your game if you get the lighting right. You can go on to Amazon right now, and you could look for photography light kits, and you're going to get you're going to get the little standing poles, and you're going to get the light bulbs. I'd suggest getting some white bulbs with the umbrellas, and 40, 50, maybe $60 or even 30. I don't even know. It's been a while, but you can definitely get them cheap. Do you ever sell Tic Tacs on eBay? I can't say that I ever have. For shipping to FBA, what size box do you use? The most common size that I use is the 16 by 16 by 16s. Sometimes I'll use the uh, 18 by 18s by 24s for the bigger ones. And I shop mostly for boxes. Walmart sometimes, but mostly at Home Depot. I really like the Home Depot boxes. How often do you do these shows? Jason asks. I've been doing them a couple times per week. Been having a lot of time doing research videos and yeah, having fun learning and interacting with you guys. But all right, guys, that's going to be about it. I am losing my voice. You wouldn't believe the toll that it takes on your vocals talking for an hour straight. So I want to thank each and every one of you for watching this video live. Also, hello to everybody who's watching in the future. This was a live show, but if you are watching in the future, hello to you guys as well. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this video. Hit the like button, leave a comment, and I'll do my best to get back to the comments after the show. And also be sure to check the description in about 24 hours from now. If you're watching in the future, this will be available. But either look at the annotation on the screen somewhere, which will be coming soon, or in the description. I'm going to compile a list of all of these brands that I researched, and I give them to you guys in a nice, easy to download PDF so you can store it on your phone if you want to save it, create maybe like a little file section for all the best items to find and, particular product categories and whatnot, but be sure to check for that. Also, RaikenProfit.com, the new website, should be out. Hopefully within the next couple of days. We're pretty much 95% done. So I'm going to be having some blog posts over there at RaikenProfit.com. My resources page will be back up and going to have some more information over there. Also, if you guys are looking for a community of like-minded people and you want to get around people who are on that same frequency, that same wavelength as you. You want to be around people who, they're buying and reselling on eBay, Amazon, Craigslist, Etsy, retail arbitrage, and you really want that support system. Be sure to check out the Green Room, which is a membership site that I run alongside with 3 other guys. You can learn more about that at greenroomuniversity.com. That's greenroomuniversity.com. And, if you guys want more free videos and free content, be sure to frequently check out the Raiken Profit channel. And I have a free book in the description area as well called 100 Amazing Items to Resell, which is a free download. And that's something that we created as the Green Room that'll show you 100 items to buy and sell in all different categories. So check that out as well. But that's pretty much it, guys. That's all the housekeeping. Really appreciate you guys watching live. It's a lot of fun hanging out with you all, and hopefully you guys learned more about sunglasses than you ever have before, so you could start going out and buying these and making some money. So with that being said, thanks for watching. If you guys do make money off of sunglasses because of this video, be sure to come back in, leave a comment, let me know, hit the like button, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, and keep on picking and making that money, and I'll see you in the next live show. Peace out.